This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. Jason Walker Show inside the Off-the-Wall Advertising Mancave. Got some numbers. You people, thank you so much for clicking on our QR codes for the Jason Walker Show and Continental Divide Radio. All thanks to Off-the-Wall Advertising. Pleasure to be aboard with those guys. Get a hold of Chase and the gang for everything you need. Big show coming up today. We've got three awesome guests. We're going to talk to Kyle Mihelish, Capital football coach, Dane Broadhead, Helena High football coach, and our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. We're going to talk to a young lady who is fantastic on the gridiron, and much more here to come on a Tuesday. Jason Walker Show. Hope you had a great weekend. You can watch the show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, Spotify, iHeart Podcast, Apple, Google, Amazon, I think. We're everywhere. JasonWalkerShow.com. And also check out Continental Divide Radio. You can weigh in anytime at JWalkerSports. Jason at JasonWalkerShow.com. And our phone number is 406-209-1267. Had a great weekend. Started really Thursday down in Butte. We'll talk more about that here in a second. Also hung out a little bit Friday. Saturday did some golfing. Walked 18. Felt good. Sunday played in a tournament called The Grind. It's the hardest tournament of the year. Pins are in just jacked up places. It was a lot of fun, though. My partner and I did not finish first. I think we were third, but had a good time. It was lots of fun. And it was chilly on Sunday, but it was a good time. There were some great performances over the weekend. Congratulations to the Polson boys and girls for winning state golf. Class A. Good stuff there. Kenzie Walsh, Ty Boone, a senior in Skyview respectively, winning individual titles in state AA. Golf. Centerville, big win. 73-22. Tech volleyball, number 9 in the country, keeps rolling. Carroll football rolled. By the way, Hunter Emerson of Polson and Frenchtown's Katie Lewis state champions in Class A. Cats with a big win, big second half over Portland State, and got the win. The Grizz back into the win column, although struggled again. I've talked to a lot of Grizz fans over the weekend who are not happy with the way things are going over in Missoula. And I heard a rumor. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard a rumor on Sunday, a story, that if Bobby Houck doesn't return, keep an eye on Jeff Choate to become the new Grizz coach. It's so far the stretch. I don't think it's true. Oh, but I don't know. We mentioned Carroll's big win. Tech over Southern Oregon in the Frontier. College of Idaho pasted Rocky Mountain. Eastern Oregon shut out Arizona Christian. Frontier football. Man, Townsend, tough loss. Jefferson, a tough loss. But lots of good stuff over the weekend in sports. Let's see here. Let's do our polls real quick, because Why not? We'll do FCS first. South Dakota State still number 1. Montana State, your new number 2 in the country after North Dakota State got beat at home by South Dakota. Number 3 is crazy. The Big Sky has 3 of the top 4 teams in the country. Montana State, Idaho, and Sac State, 2, 3, and 4. And they're really good. All 3 of those teams. Grizz stay ranked, and they moved up a spot. It's just like Sam Herder from Hero Sports FCS said last week. Nobody pays attention. Weber State scored 21 points in 7 minutes to beat previously unbeaten, they're still winless, Northern Colorado. Weber's 13th. Eastern Washington is still ranked. Big Sky has 7 teams ranked in the top 25 again. UC Davis in there at number 20. And the Grizz at UC Davis this weekend. Cats have the bye week. Let's see here. Frontier rankings in the top 25 in the NAI. You've got Carroll at number 8. They're up a spot. You have Tech in at number 11, stayed the same. College of Idaho stayed the same at 12. Western and Rocky receiving votes. So there is your polls there. Had a chance Thursday to go down to Butte. Walk Up, by the way, brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Milled, handcrafted, and timber frame. Those are the 3 divisions. 15 floor plans. You can go in with your own. They will work with you. But get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. So I mentioned last week, Thursday, got a chance to go with SWX down to historic Naranchi Stadium, built in 1938. Beautiful scenery down there. And watch the second year of Montana State Flag Football Championship. And congratulations to the Glacier Wolfpack, beating rival Flathead 28-13 to go back-to-back for head coach Mark Kessler. And there's 5 teams that compete. Fully funded last week by the Atlanta Falcons. Arthur Blank and his amazing staff with the Falcons. But 5 teams. You got Glacier, Flathead, and Butte. They've played for 2 years that it's been offered. And then St. Ignatius and Lockwood joined this year. Great athletes on the field. It was so much fun to watch flag football and learn some great facts. Like Georgia flag football has almost 5,000 girls playing. And, you look at some of the roster sizes. Glacier has like 59 girls out. Flathead's got 30 plus, almost 40, I think. Butte has a bunch. St. Ignatius, I think they brought 11. But their first year, and some of their girls run cross country and play volleyball at the same time. And then Lockwood had a decent-sized roster of 20 plus as well. And it's great because it's a new opportunity for young ladies to go to college and get scholarships for flag football. NAI has had a national championship. They're teamed up with the NJCAA, National Junior College Association. And 13 teams play in those 2 divisions combined. It's fantastic. And like I said, tremendous athletes, unbelievable talent. And joining us, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. She had a big day. Caught, I think, 5 touchdown passes. Was huge defensively, 3 interceptions in one game against St. Ignatius. And a couple of them were like twisting, contorting in the air. Her name is Noah Fincher. She joins us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. That's what she said, brought to you by Dinners Done Right, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week on the Jason Walker Show. All right, I was so impressed watching. I had never seen the flag football before, but was very impressed watching all 5 teams. Congratulations on a second straight state championship. How's that feel?
Thank you. I appreciate it. It feels honestly unreal that 2 times back to back. It's just an amazing feeling.
When you guys got the word that you were going to add flag football, how long did it take for you to decide, you know what, I got to play this?
It didn't. Honestly, when Kessler told me it was going to be a new sport, I was hopping on that. I've always wanted to play football, but my mom never let me just because it was a contact sport. So
there's a lot of contact in flag football. I don't think people realize that.
I know, it's just not just pulling flags. It gets physical at some moments.
It definitely does. You had a big week or big night last week. 3 interceptions in one game, and it was so impressive to watch. I mean, there was one where you contorted your body in midair against, I think, Mission. But man, oh man, how fun is it to play defensive back in flag football?
It's honestly probably like watching the other positions. I think that would be my favorite if I tried all of them. It's just like you're involved in the game. You get to tell everyone what's going on because you can see the whole field. And that's what I love about it. We're talking with Glacier receiver DB Noah Fincher, state champion. Who's the fastest on the team, you or the Avery sisters or Miss Terrell? I think Miss Terrell. She's insanely fast. We didn't know she had that speed coming into the season, and when we saw it, Kessler was like, she's going to go places. She's like, our even track coach even wants her on the team now. It's just, she's insane. Why the number 22? The 22, funny story. My number was 13 for my dad, but they didn't have it in basketball, so I took it after Ellie Keller because I looked up to her as a freshman and her being a senior. So that's why I picked 22. Okay. We're talking with Glacier standout state champ Noah Fincher. I'm showing some of the highlights from the games, but how fun was it to play on that field down there at Naranche Stadium? That's a cool field. I wasn't expecting that because in Butte, we usually play at we call it the Duck Ground. I don't know, but it was a nice stadium. Felt surreal just being there. One of your interceptions I just showed, and you got stopped at about the 5, but you picked it off and then immediately started smiling. You guys you have fun out there. You are intense like Miss Terrell, but you also are very, you're having fun. You can tell. Yeah. Flag is just such a fun sport, and we always come together, which makes it even more fun. Just the team bonding. Learning the game of football. How hard was that? Learning it, I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, 4. It wasn't too hard. If you played sports before, you could kind of pick it up. And if you watched football, it's like, oh, this makes sense once Kessler starts explaining it. Do you watch more or less football now that you play? I definitely watch more football and just highlight reels of wide receivers and how they catch the ball and how they get around people. Your quarterback, Kai Johnson, has an arm. Oh yeah, Kai is she's unbelievably good at throwing the ball. She's also state championship in the shot put, which is no surprise there. No, I mean, when you can throw it 40, 50 yards downfield, you can definitely chuck a shot put too. Yeah, she's definitely our secret weapon that's not so secret. Are you bummed? Because you're a senior, right? Correct. Are you bummed that this was the last year for you? Yeah, I'm pretty bummed that it's last year just because of how much fun it was. But I'm so happy I was involved in the first 2 years of it. I've lost track of how many touchdowns you scored in those 2 games down there on Thursday night. But do you know? I know I caught 3 in one game and 2 in another, I believe, so 5 total. Okay. Would you rather play offense or defense? Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know. I really like the connection between me and Kai, so I'd probably say offense just because our connection is so unbelievable for how short we've known each other, which just makes the offense get going, and it's really nice. Defensively, though, you guys fly to the ball, and I think you took Flathead, because I watched Flathead against
Lockwood, and it's you really shut down what they wanted to do offensively. Quarterback wasn't able to get loose, and she's got speed too, and she's got a pretty good arm. But you guys did a nice job shutting down the offensive flathead.
Yeah, that's mainly what we focused on the week leading up to the state championship. They're just shutting her down because she was one of the biggest threats to our defense.
Yeah, she definitely was. I'm showing more highlights again. It was so much fun on SWX to call the games, and it's just I hope more schools add this. I mean, you've got 5 schools in Montana, and you have 5,000 girls playing in Georgia, and I don't know if we have that many girls in high school, but we need to have definitely some more teams. Yeah,
I agree. There needs to be at least another 5 to join next year, just because of how much girls have enjoyed it recently. I think it would be a great idea to add a bunch more teams.
So if you were to talk to schools that don't have it yet, what would your selling point be?
My selling point would be it's a great opportunity for girls to get involved with football, and it's a great way to learn more, because flag football, you can use some of the skills in your other sports, which would help out in the long run in keeping kids our age more active and involved in the schools.
Do you have any teammates, Noah, that play volleyball or run cross country while they play flag football?
I think a few girls tried, but it was just hard because it is the first year. So it's hard learning a whole new sport and being involved in your other sport.
True. Good point. And you play basketball too?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite sport now?
Flag football all the way.
I can see that. Just the intensity. Yeah, it's so much fun. And I just, that's what I keep going back to, is how fun it was, and great opportunities for young ladies now to get scholarships in college. And that, I mean, you never would have thought, hey, I can go play football in college that
never crossed my mind.
And have it paid for now.
Yeah.
Have you thought about college?
I have, but there's not really any flag football colleges in Montana, which makes it a little sad and rough, but.
Yeah. But you could go out of state.
True.
But you don't want to, I can tell.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it,
okay.
But.
All right. What do you do in the spring then? Track?
Yeah.
Okay. Hurdles, I bet?
No, they're trying to get me to do hurdles, but I haven't given in yet.
So just a sprinter or distance?
Sprinter, the 1, the 2, and the 4 in the relays.
Oh, my goodness. I bet. Okay, here's a good relay team. I was talking about this with my broadcast partner coming back. You, Terrell, and the Averys on one relay.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good relay team.
Right? I mean, y'all have speed.
Yeah.
And y'all have good hands because you play football, so.
That's true. I never thought about the hand part.
You need to tell the track coach about this idea and say, Coach, just let us try it once.
I might have to.
I'm telling you, state champ right there.
I'll keep your word for that.
All right. Let's get to know you a little bit. Favorite music?
Oh, that's too hard. I don't know. It just depends on my mood on the day.
Okay.
Just everything.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Anything with Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
He's not a great actor, though.
But he's funny. Or Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's pretty funny.
Okay, those two together are pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So before a game, who's the leader as far as getting the team hyped up?
Kai J. Honestly, she always gets us hyped. She has a bunch of hype songs she plays, and then before every game, she gets us in a huddle, tells us how much she loves us and cares and how much we're going to do good. And it always just brings us together that much more before our games.
Okay, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Ooh, I want to own my own business when I grow up.
What business? Any kind?
No, I was probably more thinking like a gym or like a coffee shop.
Okay, well, you could combine those.
I know, like a nutrition place inside the gym.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, I'm helping you out you're going to be in state in track because I just gave you the relay team.
This is perfect.
So back to that real quick. You got to have the Averys start it, and then probably you in the third leg, and then Terrell in the fourth leg.
Yeah, our track coach said if she were to, she'd definitely either start it or end it.
Yeah, she's so fast. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would love to see a race. I really would. I'm going to have to follow you guys.
Oh my goodness, that would be, yeah.
Yes, I cannot wait. Favorite subject in school?
Oh, my favorite subject would have to be, honestly, accounting.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your GPA?
A cumulative or right now?
Either one.
3.5.
That's
for
not
both, basically.
3.5. Yeah. That's you're smart. See, you can get flag football money. You can get academic money. I mean, you're gonna go places, Noah.
Thank you.
Tell me about your name, Noah.
My name. Yeah, I always get asked this. I always joke that my parents wanted a boy instead of a girl. But my mom said she just had a dream, and it was her boss actually delivers babies. So it was her boss delivering me and saying, here's your baby girl, Noah. And there's also a girl Noah in the Bible. So putting those two together, she just decided to name me Noah.
Oh, well, I like it. It's original, and it's fun, and it's so fun to have you on the show. Average, like, what are you going to average in basketball? Like 20, 21 points a game?
Oh, I don't know. I hope so. That would be amazing.
How's the basketball team look?
I mean, we lost a few girls that decided they didn't want to play their senior season. We still got some standouts, I'd say, that are going to really bring the team together.
Do you give the boys football team a hard time because you guys have 2 state titles in the last 2 years? They have a good chance of winning this year, but you've got 2.
Oh, yeah. We definitely gave them a little heck last year because they were supposed to go further than they did and just say, oh, we got state championship. But I think they got it this year.
It's going to be good. I think Glacier and Bozeman could play for the state title.
Yeah, that would be a cool game to watch.
Hey, do me a favor. Talk to Coach Bennett. I need a Glacier helmet for my studio. I've got a Flathead one, so I need a Glacier helmet.
I'll hook you up with one.
All right. Hey, Noah, I appreciate the time. It was so much fun. Congratulations. I'm super happy for you guys, and keep it up. Just keep pressing schools. Keep the good word for flag football because it's a fantastic sport for young ladies, and I was super happy to call that game and watch you guys succeed on the field. It was awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Noah Fincher, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Anything you need done with your vehicle, get a hold of Auto Concepts in Helena, the auto enhancement professional. She is awesome. And Kirsten Terrell, the Averys, Kai Johnson, Stacia Thomas, defensively was an absolute just force out there. It's such a great sport for young ladies. And I don't know if I've had this much fun calling a sporting event. And I've called a lot of great things, but calling flag football with SWX was awesome. Appreciate those guys and the coverage they brought to the flag football. And I know my partner and I, Greg Upham, we had a blast. We did 4 games in that day, and it was just so amazing. So amazing. Noah joining us, courtesy of Dinner's Done Right. That's what she said. And make sure you stop in at Dinner's Done Right. Always great salad bar, always unbelievable food ready that night, or you can think about the weekend. And it's going to be a nice weekend. So good time to throw something in the crock pot from Dinner's Done Right in Helena, get home from whatever you do, and it's done. There you go. All right, quick break. We'll come back. And when we return, oh, by the way, I wanted to show this too. So you talk about in flag football, it's supposed to be non-contact. Check out this play. If I can pull it up here. Yeah. Check out the center, get absolutely leveled, and then Noah Fincher at the end kind of gets drilled as well towards the end of the play. And this is a great run by the quarterback for Flathead, but watch this. Here's the center getting trucked. I think that was Stacia Thomas. And then here's Noah coming in, getting just pancaked by one of the girls from Flathead, who is a fantastic athlete too. I mean, Cassianne Clemens, I think, is there. They had some great young talent girls playing. It was it was so much fun. I just can't get over how much fun it was. But yeah, congratulations to Glacier, second title in 2 years. So, all right, quick break. We'll come back to the Off-the-Wall Advertising Man Cave. We'll check in with Helena football coach Dane Broadhead, Kyle Mihelish from Capital still to come, and a lot more here on the Jason Walker Show. The Walk Up brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned and operated, yourcustomlog.com. Check them out. Coming right back, Dane Broadhead on the Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Jason Walker here, and if you're like me, some nights are mine to cook at home, and there's only one place that I know I can trust for a quick, easy meal for my family. Dinner's Done Right. When I stop into Dinner's Done Right, I trust that there will be a great selection of food that is healthy and easy to cook, either that night with their ready-to-make dinners, or I can plan for a weekend dinner from their frozen choices. And when I'm out and about in town, I know I can stop in for the grab-and-go salad bar with the freshest ingredients and homemade dressings. For monthly menus and more, visit dinnersdoneright.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. Who we kidding? We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, party from the window to the wall with Lil Jon. November 3rd at Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. With special guest Chingy, DJ Aspen, and Bozeman's own Missy O'Malley. Go get your tickets right now at liljonbozeman.com.
There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Jason Walker Show, Off-the-Wall Advertising Man Cave. Going to talk to Kyle Mihelish from Capital coming up on this day in history, the walk-off, a little Montana Rodeo roundup. Regular season is over in the PRCA. Top 15 are set now for Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in December. A couple of Montanans headed down to Vegas yet again. And yeah. But it is time, is this segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. It is time to check in with the head coach in his second year of the Helena High Bengals. Big win last week for Helena High. And joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotlines, the head coach, Dane Broadhead. Here, Jason Walker Show. All right, Coach. My daughter told me the first thing I had to tell you was you need to buy Colt and Kale some candy. That's all I know. She just said you got to get them some candy.
They need that like they need a hole in the head. Those two are candy fiends, man.
This is a bad month for kids who like candy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. And they're ramping up for Halloween. They're big Halloween fans. So
nice.
Yeah. Got to do a great job brushing and taking care of business in the dental hygiene world this month.
and early part of November. Now, this is when parents, I read something the other day, parents can teach your kids about taxes by taking 30% of their candy.
I love that concept. I love that. I'd probably do that anyway.
I know, right?
That's fantastic. Yeah.
All right. A great win for you guys last week against Flathead. Very nice bounce back victory. Take me through it.
Yeah, no, we needed it. Obviously struggled, the 2 weeks prior. Had a great week of practice leading up to it. That was the biggest thing, and that's the message going into this week too. You have to be great Monday through Thursday and put in the work and the time and the focus. And I felt like we did that. We just came out and we played really hard Friday. The guys were having fun again. Everybody was flying around. It was all three phases of the game were pretty locked in, and in the end result, turned out in our favor, and it was, always good to get back in the win column, especially after a couple tough ones.
Carter Kraft with 4 touchdowns, 2 through the air, 2 on the ground, but a guy we haven't talked a lot about this year, and I know how good of an athlete he is Jackson Lieberg. He caught a couple of touchdowns. Tell me about his year, because, again, like I said, we haven't talked about him a lot, but he's just been consistently good.
Yeah, Jackson's done a great job. He has been. He's very consistent, a very consistent kid. He's always the same in terms of his prep and in practice and the way he approaches it. And, I like his game. Jackson does a great job for us. He's kind of sneaky fast. It doesn't look like he's running hard, but he's just smooth, and does a great job catching the football. And the thing that I've liked about him this year, he's done a great job blocking downfield too. He's just a little more physical, a little more confident than he was last year. And, I think the success that he had on the basketball floor last winter has really carried over onto the football field. He's done a great job for us.
Hit some big plays last week. Tevin Wetzel, 13-yard touchdown. I'm not even going to attempt. Is it Trigg v. Braun?
Yeah, great play from Trigg. He pops the one big one for 48-50 and played a great game on defense. With Fry still being out, he's stepped in and obviously expanded his role and more reps at linebacker. And Trigg's done a great job for us.
And then Brett Grange with a 89-yard pick six. I mean, like I said,
that one,
big
that
plays.
one was awesome. I have Grange and have him in class, and he told me that day. He goes, "I'm going to get a pick six tonight." I'm like, "Dude, that'd be awesome. We would love that." Sure enough, he gets the big one for us and did a great job on the return part of that, and put his foot in the ground and got up the sideline and made a big play.
Okay, next time that happens, you need to get him lottery numbers from him.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Kids will say that I'm going to score a touchdown or do this, do that. And it's, a pick six doesn't. That's a big one. So I'm going, yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. And sure enough, he gets it and gets the pick and I thought he was going to be bottled up on our sideline, but he made a great move and got a couple big blocks and. Next thing you know, he's down the sideline and turned on the Jets, and it was a huge play.
It was a good birthday present for you. Wasn't your birthday at game day?
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, no, that was a great present. So anytime you can get a win on your birthday, that's a big deal.
Talking with Helena High football coach Dane Broadhead after the big win. Now you guys got to refocus real quick. You head off to Sentinel, last road game of the regular season. Sentinel, a team that's been up and down this year, and we know how good they've been in the past, but this is a very good Spartan team that you guys are going to face on Friday night.
Yeah, very, very talented, like they have been. A lot of weapons, very well coached. The Walker kid's exceptional. The receiver that moved in from Spokane during the off season, the Sermon kid's he's a tough matchup, 6'5", 6'6" kid that can run a little bit and has good hands, pretty physical. The quarterback's back from last year, the Allen kid. So, they're loaded up again. Coach Oliver does a great job. It's a very solid program. They do some really good things schematically to kind of spread you out, and they play solid defense. They always rally to the ball, create turnovers, and they're very competitive again, and another tough road trip for us.
We can call it the Dane Bowl.
Yeah, Dane versus Dane. It's kind of a cool deal.
Spartans, like I said, traditionally have been great. Of course, you got a kid with the last name Walker. You got to be a good football player. I'm kidding.
Right? Got to be a baller.
got to be good at something. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm good at, but playing on the road, though, like I said, you guys are used to it, and you should have pretty decent weather too.
Yeah, no, it looks nice. Obviously over in Missoula quite a bit, so the field's not unfamiliar to us or anything like that. And, should be a good road trip. Yeah, weather looks great, and should be a really nice night for football. It should be a very competitive game on Friday.
Dane Broadhead joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. If you weren't a football player growing up, what would you have done?
Oh man, geez, that's tough. I don't know. I mean, I guess what I would have done, for fun, I really like to hunt too, and it's too bad that football season and hunting season kind of overlap. So I probably just would have hunted a lot more, I guess. But man, I couldn't even imagine life not being involved in football in some form or fashion.
Did you watch the Flag Football Championships Thursday night?
Did I watch the Flag Football?
I'm going to say no.
Oh, the girls in Butte. No, yeah. I didn't watch it. I obviously saw it on social media, and Glacier ended up winning it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, no, that I've never really watched it. I watched it a little bit. We went to we played Flathead up in Kalispell last year, and Flathead had their practice going kind of during their pregame, and it was cool. It was fun to watch, man. Those girls were super intense. They were flying around. It was a very, like, the tempo was great and their focus was great. It was cool to see, cool to see girls involved in football and out there getting after it. And it was, it was pretty cool.
It's, I was very impressed. I hadn't watched it all at all. There's 5 teams in Montana. I can't wait for the Helena schools to add flag football. It's 100% funded by the Atlanta Falcons, which is great. And it gets young ladies involved. They got a chance now to go to the NAIA or junior college to get scholarship money. It's just, and you talk about athletes, holy cow, there was some amazing athletes and the quarterbacks. Oh, it was so much fun to watch. And I loved it. Every second of it. It was so much fun.
Yeah. You called it, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think it's a great opportunity. Obviously, just gives more kids an opportunity to be involved, and that's what high school is all about. Is just get out, find your thing, be involved. There's many sports, as many activities, clubs, whatever it is, and like you said, it just gives kids an opportunity to be out there and be doing it. And yeah, the fact that it's fully funded by Arthur Blank is pretty big deal. That's pretty cool. So, definitely would be a fan of it if we could, get it rolling in Helena one of these days.
Yeah, it would be awesome. There's over 5,000 girls that play in Georgia, which is amazing.
I think it's the second largest growing, female sport in the country, I think.
Yeah.
What I heard.
No, it's awesome. It is National Fruit at Work Day today. I'm assuming you're a big fruit guy. What's your favorite?
And that's probably this time of year, probably an apple, I guess. Yeah, I probably should eat more fruit. I definitely don't eat enough vegetables, but I got a bunch of apples laying around. I'll have to grab one of those today.
Okay, so I learned this when I did games for Carol with Greg Upham. Honeycrisp is the best apple.
I'd agree with Uppy. Yeah, that probably is. That's a solid apple. Can't go wrong with that.
No, and it's just. Do you prefer the red or the green apples?
I like the green ones. I really don't care for the.
Outside.
I don't like what's the dark red ones? Like when you just think of an apple, it's like the first one. Those ones are nasty. I don't actually care for those ones.
I don't know those ones.
I don't know. Yeah, the Honeycrisp one's good. The green ones are good. Yeah.
Well, get some fruit for the week. I mean, you're preaching to these kids about nutrition and taking care of your body. Coaches need to do this too.
Oh, I know. Coaches are probably the worst. We're probably the biggest hypocrites out there. At least I am this time of year. It's tough. You're busy. You got practice every day and meetings and this and that. And, kind of the last thing you're worried about is like what you're eating and stuff. You eat out a lot. I need to be better. I do. I need to dial that in more, especially this time of year.
Absolutely. And what happened to kids bringing their teachers apples?
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Like you said, it's, getting close to Halloween. So if we replaced all that candy with a bunch of fruit, we'd probably be a little bit better off at least.
I have an idea, and I'm going to run this by my wife. She probably won't like it, but I saw this the other day. It was for Halloween. It's a candy machine, but you have to use the quarters to and it basically said, "Sorry, kids, I have bills, so you got to pay as a kid to get the candy."
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Although it'd be my money going right into it. So
well, that is true.
Right.
And we're still, we have 28 days to Halloween. So
yeah, no, we got a while.
I can't believe
it's all the build up to it. And the just candy front and center in every store leading up to it. And, it's a tough time of year.
It's a tough time to be a parent.
Right.
All right. Hey, get 2 in a row. Close out the season at home with a couple of great wins, which we'll talk about next week. But you get this one this week. it puts you guys pretty good in the seeding and a chance to keep moving up, which is what you want at this time of the year.
Oh, totally. Yeah, 3 big games left. It starts this Friday in Missoula, so we just gotta find a way to keep it rolling.
All right, Coach. Appreciate the time as always, and we'll talk next week.
You bet. Enjoy those apples.
And Dane Broadhead joining us, Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All of our guests appear via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Home, auto, life. Mike does it all and treats you like family. Mike Miller State Farm in Helena. Take a quick break. We'll come back as long as nobody pulls a fire alarm. And when we return, we'll check in with Capital coach Kyle Mihelish. What's his favorite kind of fruit? We'll find out next here, Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Lil Jon live in Bozeman with special guest Chingy. Curated dance party by DJ Aspen and Bozeman's own Missy O'Malley. Get your tickets now.
Jason Walker here, and if you're like me, some nights are mine to cook at home, and there's only one place that I know I can trust for a quick, easy meal for my family. Dinner's Done Right. When I stop into Dinner's Done Right, I trust that there will be a great selection of food that is healthy and easy to cook, either that night with their ready-to-make dinners, or I can plan for a weekend dinner from their frozen choices. And when I'm out and about in town, I know I can stop in for the grab-and-go salad bar with the freshest ingredients and homemade dressings. For monthly menus and more, visit dinnersdoneright.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. Who we kidding? We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or two. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from the Lundy Center, the Copper Club Casino.
We wanted feel-good music to come back to, not something slow. Song you can hear on the JasonWalkerShow.com. Continental Divide Radio. Welcome back, Off the Wall Advertising Man Cave. Segment brought to you by the Copper Club Casino. Hot games, warm staff, cold drinks. Oh, beautiful day in October. First Tuesday of the month. Time to check in with the head football coach at the Capital Bruins. His name is Kyle Mihelish, and he joins us courtesy of the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline here, Jason Walker Show. All right, Coach, kind of a tough one last week event against a very good Glacier football team, but what happened?
Oh, we just fell apart. It was, I mean, to look back at it, we didn't play good in any phase of the game, obviously. It was 56-0 at half. We had 11 possessions, 8 turnovers, 19 missed tackles. Special teams-wise, we kind of fell apart as well. So, yeah, it was just kind of a tale of 2 weeks. You know, we play so well against Helena High, and then we go up to Glacier and just kind of lay down.
It's football. These are 16 to 18-year-old kids. I think we forget that sometimes. And, there's pressure on them outside of the football field as well. But, there's pressure on these kids, too, to perform after a big win over a rival and then kind of a letdown game. And that's unfortunate.
Oh, it is. I mean, I'll take all the blame for it. We weren't ready to go, and we didn't play very well, obviously. But, yeah, I mean, we talked about it Friday night. We talked about how are we going to respond. I mean, at the end of the day, we talked about how we have 3 games remaining. We could end up 5-2, best case scenario, maybe a 3 seed in the West. I mean, there's hope at the end of the tunnel. I mean, it's just how are we going to respond and what are we going to do about this as we move forward?
Well, you got a chance to do it. It's quick. That's the good thing about football is you got a game the next week, and it's Big Sky, your final home game of the regular season. Tell me about the Eagles.
Well, the Eagles are they're very crisp. They run their offense well. They're kind of running some of the old wing T stuff, guard G, and they got the old single wing, and they're physical. They're good sized. The running back's good. They got a couple quarterbacks that rotate in and out. Defensively, they play hard. Watching the Sentinel game on Sunday, getting ready for the Big Sky Eagles. They had them on the ropes the whole game, and then Sentinel scores twice late in the fourth quarter to go up, and then Big Sky scores again. So they were up 1 in the fourth quarter. They just couldn't hold on.
You mentioned the quarterback, one of the quarterbacks, Drew Martins, very efficient last week in the win over Hellgate. Joey Sandberg over 200 yards on the ground. This is a very good football team that I think people have overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, no, they're solid. Matt Johnson does a great job. They're always physical. They're well coached. They go about their business. They line up and they play football. And it's I always enjoy playing Big Sky because you know what you're going to get. You're going to get hard-nosed football, and they're going to come at you, and they're not going to hesitate with anything. They're just going to come right out and break the huddle, and let's go.
Are they a little like the old Skyview a little bit with their offense or running game?
A little bit, yeah. Not totally sold on the whole wing T. They got the single wing, the motion the wing. Like that's Murphy's old offense. So he and Dan Nile are buddies, and old Murph gave him a lot of his stuff, and that's what they're running. And it reminds me a lot of what we used to do, a decade or so ago.
Which is, and if you have the horses to do it, you can do it well.
Certainly. And one thing that's good up front is, it's a pin and pull scheme. You don't have to take guys on one-on-one. You can pin and you can down block and you can pull. If you can get the perimeter and get guys blocked, it's going to be a long night.
I got faith in the defense. I know last week didn't show it, but this has been a very good Capital Bruin defense once again every year. It's what you guys are built on over the 40 years, but defense has to respond. And how do you coach them in practice against kind of a different offense that you don't normally see?
It's the same thing every week. I mean, you got to be disciplined. We got to be able to stop their main plays. The biggest play is guard G. They're going to pin and pull both guards out on the perimeter. It's like the old buck sweep. It goes back to the Packer days and Vince Lombardi. And I mean, it's what football originated with and how he was so successful. If you can get it blocked and if you can get it done, it's hard. But, I think our defense will be ready and prepared. We had a really good focused practice last night for a Monday. I think the kids are, we talked about it again last night, and then we just put it to bed after practice and said, hey, we're done talking about it after tonight. When we got beat, and we got beat bad. If we want to turn this thing around, we got to be focused, and we got to be able to play Big Sky and be ready to go. And I think they will be.
Yeah, they're kids, but they're great at bouncing back. And I think that's what's great about what you guys have done over there at Capital is you can always bounce back. It's not the end of the season. Kyle Mihelish joining us here, Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It is National Fruit Day today. Favorite fruit?
I think I'm a pineapple guy.
Ooh.
Kind of like pineapple. I don't know why. Oh, but, all of it's pretty good. Not a big berry guy, really. A raspberry's a little too mushy for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, anything more or less, but I think pineapple's my favorite.
That's interesting. I don't think of pineapple.
Oh, yeah?
No.
I really like it when you go to the Albertsons or Vans and they got it all cut up for you in those single-serve trays, and you just get about 10, 15 slices, and it's pretty good.
Okay, so Dane Broadhead's a pineapple on pizza guy. Are you?
No.
Okay.
I am not.
Cold pineapple.
Never been a big fan of that. I don't know why.
Cold pineapple's good, but cooked onto a pizza is not good.
No, it's not.
Okay.
How about you?
I am a big fan of oranges and apples.
Sure.
The Honeycrisp apple I learned from Greg Upham when we called Carol games together.
There you go.
That's a good apple. But oranges, I just love oranges. Plus you get the vitamin C.
Oranges.
Yeah.
I like it too when you go to Albertsons. They have all those mini oranges peeled for you already. I'm not patient enough to peel an orange.
You know what else is good is a banana. Like you forget how good bananas can be for you.
Sure.
It's just
need to eat more fruit. I know that.
Yes, and it's a tough month to eat fruit because you still got kids in the house and it's candy season.
That's exactly right.
which is not a good thing if you're a parent trying to watch what you're eating.
A little bit harder on the whole Halloween season.
Yes, exactly. I know you're a history teacher, so I'm trying to find some good history to bring up with you. And there's nothing really good today that's not, tragedies or floods or something like that. So
sure. Class, we're going over starting the American Revolution. So we talked about taxes and taxation without representation and indirect and direct taxes. So you would have been in class yesterday. You would have been really tuned in.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, you can throw this out there. 1913, on this date, the U.S. federal income tax was signed into law.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can talk about that today.
There you go. I know it's a long way from the revolution, but...
Oh, sure. It ties into our conversation about direct and indirect taxes, and those are taxes you can't avoid as long as you got a job. So
there you go.
Yeah, income tax, that's good stuff.
There you go. Hey, I'm here for you, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey,
give me a topic to talk about today.
Like I said, I'm just a helper. That's all I know.
Not just a sports guy.
That's right. That's right. I throw it all at you. Hey,
that's right.
Get a win this week, and looking forward to how this season's going to play out. It's going to be a race to the playoffs over the next 3 weeks, and it starts on Friday night with Big Sky.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a big shakedown. I mean, we're just going to take care of ourselves, and we'll see what happens with the other kind of top 4 teams in our conference, and let them beat each other up, because some of those guys still got to play each other, as do us. But we just got to take care of ourselves, and hopefully we'll take it 1 week at a time.
That is Kyle Mihelish joining us, Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Always fun to chat with coaches and get their perspective, not only X's and O's, but life. Just life. Big game for the Bruins. You have 3 teams, Big Sky, Capital, Helena High, all sitting even in the records and in the playoff chase. So I think Helena High can slide into a number 2 spot, but a lot of things have to happen. But like Coach Mihelish said, all you can do is take care of yourself. Capital and Helena High each fighting. East Helena, we'll talk to Coach Tyler Murray tomorrow, but East Helena still has a chance to make the playoffs, but they've got to win this week against Lockwood and close out the season strong. Can be done, and we'll talk to Coach Murray tomorrow here on the Jason Walker Show. All right, let's do a Montana Rodeo Roundup brought to you by Mark LaRoe Photography. It is the end of the regular season came on Saturday in Pro Rodeo. Here are your standings. Stetson Wright, all-around leader, no surprise, 459,000. Keenan Hayes leads the bareback. No Montanans in that mix. The only one close was Richmond Champion, who missed out by about $6,000, $6,100. Of course, he could still make it if there's an injury up top. Saddle Bronx, Stetson Wright, with a $4,000 lead over Millstone Sage Newman. That's how close it has been. Bull riding, Stetson Wright, now with a huge over $100,000 lead on Kai Hamilton. Kai Hamilton led most of the year, and I saw an interesting stat. Stetson Wright had 66 qualified rides this year. Kai Hamilton had 56. Stetson was 62% riding percentage. Kai was 51%. Average score, Kai Hamilton, 85.93. Stetson Wright, 85.05. How about this? 90-point rides. Stetson Wright had 12 this year. Kai Hamilton had 7. 85-plus point rides. Stetson Wright, 48. And Stetson won 32 go-rounds, including some late down the stretch that got him into that way up in there. Nobody from Montana in the bull riding. Steer wrestling, Dalton Massey, followed by Jesse Brown. The former Bobcat picked up $25,000 over the weekend to move up to second in the standings. Ty Erickson at 5th. Team roping, nobody from Montana in team roping heading or heeling side. Tie down, Riley Webb, and then Haven Medjid sitting in 3rd with over 191,000 won this year. Lisa Lockhart qualified for another national finals. Joey Williams of Volberg in breakaway has qualified as well. So lots of fun stuff. And that Wrangler National Finals Rodeo coming up in December. That is your Montana Rodeo Roundup. It is brought to you by Mark LaRoe Photography. Get your senior pictures, family portraits booked with marklaroephotography.com. Today, on this day in history, it is Tuesday, October the 3rd. It is National Techies Day, National Boyfriend Day. We talked about Fruit at Work Day. You should always have some fruit. It is World Temperance Day, encouraging people to give up alcohol. On this date, 1920, American Pro Football Association plays its first full round of games. The Dayton Triangles beat the Columbus Panhandles in the first official game. The APFA would later become the NFL. 1942, Whirlaway, Triple Crown winner, wins the Jockey Club Gold Cup at Belmont to become the first thoroughbred to win more than 500,000 lifetime earnings. 1951, on this date, the Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. The shot heard around the world, Bobby Thompson. 1972, Steve Carlton wins his 27th game for the Phillies. Phillies won 59 games total that year. He had nearly half of his team's wins. 1990, George Brett, first player in Major League history to win a batting title in 3 different decades. He won in 76, 80, and 90. O.J. Simpson, couple of things for him today. 1995, found not guilty of the murder of Nicole Simpson, Ron Goldman. 2008, found guilty of kidnapping and armed robbery. Happy birthday to Eddie Cochran, great musician. Summertime Blues, born in Oklahoma City. Chubby Checker turns 82 today. How about that? Got a chance to interview him one time. Not interview him, we talked to him down in Nashville. That was awesome. Chubby Checker, 82 today.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Stop in for the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. Man, what a fun show. Great show today. Congratulations to state golf champs in Class A and in Double A. And man, oh man, I don't think we missed anything today. We got a lot covered. We'll do it again tomorrow. Thanks to Dane Broadhead, Kyle Mihelish, and our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, Noah Fincher, Glacier flag football team, back-to-back state champs. Very cool. Tomorrow we'll talk to Tyler Murray, East Helena football coach. Vigilantes at Lockwood Friday nights. Still a chance to make the playoffs. We'll talk to him tomorrow. Thanks to our great sponsors, our tremendous fans, all 50 states, 56 countries, for the Jason Walker Show, and Continental Divide Radio, continuing to grow at great pace. Thank you. We'll do it again tomorrow from the Off-the-Wall Advertising Mancave. By the way, our video courtesy today, SWX. We'll talk more about SWX tomorrow. Have a great day here from the Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.